Midwest is like southern Canada, right?
I guess. It's an
Southern
maybe
Canada.
if you're in the UP or the
Southern
northern woods
Canada.
of Wisconsin, that's maybe a Canadian
That
feel.
caught me off guard, and that was really funny. Welcome here to the Second Cup. I am Midwesterner / Southern Canadian Kelly Bartoli.
Southern Canadian Max Paris here. Both Chicagoans here, so we got our native Midwestern roots.
Getting in touch with our roots a little bit.
Yeah, bringing it to the North
It is
Florida,
funny
South
though,
Georgia
because
region.
Midwestern people will a lot of times think of, well, Southern Canada apparently,
I
or they
guess.
definitely think of the heartland and cornfields.
It
and
is. There's
Chicago's
plenty of
a little
corn.
different, but
Right.
the food though throughout the Midwest, I didn't realize how many differences there were. You hear about the Southern food is very specific. You
Right.
hear about the East Coast. You have, the fresh lobster and the crabs. I didn't really think that Midwestern food was so different.
Now, is it
Until
comfort
this
food?
video.
Or are we just assuming
A lot of it
that-
is comfort
that's what
video.
comfort
BuzzFeed
video.
did this new video. They gave people Midwestern staples that
Like
they had
what?
never had before. We're gonna see.
It's like mashed
Here-
potatoes
Yeah.
and
No, I
like-
think everyone's had mashed potatoes.
What do you? Okay, let's just do it. Go.
First
do
up
it to it.
is Chicago style hot dog.
Oh, that's not really a comfort food. That's specific to Chicago.
Midwest,
Let's
yeah.
see what we got here.
Chicago-style hot dog.
Whoa. There's a lot going on right now.
That is what I call a very fancy-looking hot dog.
Chili pepper. Pickle? Tomato.
It's good. I love it.
Can I eat this whole thing?
It's actually a sports
Sport pepper, yeah.
Important. I always don't get the sports pepper. I'm not usually a
See, I
spicy
love it.
fan.
I love the sport pepper on
But
there.
of course, here's the thing. Let's explain the most important part of a Chicago-style hot dog. You can have anything you want on it, pretty much.
No ketchup.
No ketchup. And the reason why is because you have real tomatoes on there. That's your substitute for the
The-
ketchup.
it's called you can say running it through the garden because you got the onions, you have
exactly what they call
mustard, you have relish, you have celery salt, a little bit
and
of everything
Portillo's
on it.
is a beautiful area
Portillo's
as well.
is fantastic.
Portillo's, so I worked in Northern Illinois for a little bit. You had to travel 45 minutes to get to your nearest Portillo's over at Northern Illinois University in DeKalb. But
Sorry.
man, was it worth that drive? Because it was delicious. You go to the counter and you order your dog, and yeah, and then they go, "We're running through the garden." They go, "Have a microphone,"
And you're like,
"Order," and they just shout it out to everyone, so you know what you're ordering.
Right.
So
It's wonderful.
Oh, it's a great place.
They
And that's the
have-
thing. It's expensive, but you can do orders around the country with
And it's
Portillo's.
totally worth it. I
It's
love
definitely worth it. I
their
don't
their
know
beef
if I would do
sandwich
it.
there. Oh,
We're
phenomenal.
going home for Thanksgiving, everyone. We're gonna get some Chicago.
We're
style hot
hungry.
dogs.
Start making the list right now. Have you ever had Cincinnati chili?
I have not. I've never been to.
I'm not gonna
Cincinnati.
lie to
Been
everyone
Ohio.
out there. It's weird. I'm sorry.
What is it? Okay, well let's just show. We'll
Let's
come
see
back
it.
and talk about it, I guess.
Cincinnati chili.
Pasta? We have pasta here too.
It's like chili, but not chili.
Would I eat this? Yes, for sure. I mean, this is kind of a take off of chili, right? This isn't a true chili.
Into this one wins for me. Ohio, you're first place right now.
Yeah, Cincinnati is
First place.
very specific.
Boo.
It's this very runny, sweet chili that they put on a bowl of
Spaghetti?
noodles to make it spaghetti, which I do not agree with.
I would actually. I think chili on top of noodles because it has the ground beef in there. It has
Yeah.
everything. I could see why that would be good.
And then they just pile this cheese on top of it. I guess they called it cheese coney. That's what I had.
Okay.
This is back in the day, trying it
Whoa,
for the first time.
Look at you,
so
not
blonde.
looking like a.
So blonde.
You look like the girl
A teenager?
from teenager. No, you look like the girl from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh,
You
sweet
see that a
tea.
little bit?
I can see
You look
that.
like Sweet Tea a little bit.
Yeah. I had it. I wasn't thrilled.
You weren't?
Sorry.
You look
they,
thrilled.
They make a dip with it with Velveeta and cream cheese that I can
Oh,
get on
man.
board with. But
Big fan.
Frisch's Big Boy. That's like they
Right.
make like a tartar sauce
Yeah.
that goes on there.
White Castle.
White Castle.
Whew, White
yeah.
Castle. I miss my castle. My grandpa, here's a little too much information. He would always say, he's like, why do they call them sliders? Because they slide into you and they slide right out of you.
Well, and sliders has become like people call them sliders now. That was totally White Castle's first. The things you learn here on Second Cup. Max, thank you for
From
that
my
today.
grandpa, my papu.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Please join us tomorrow.
Maybe, I don't know.